What's up, guys? So I got to know what's going on with this growing international popularity of the BTS, because K-pop is finally getting the attention it deserves. And this popularity is one of the reasons why Hyuna and E'Dawn's story turned into a heated topic. After the two went public with their relationship, their agency kicked them out, but luckily now they have a new home in Size P Nation. This is only a tiny bit of the price K-pop stars have to pay. There is much more of a dark side to this music than the industry than Hyuna's story. Stay with us to find out about the excruciating training and the contract rules the K-pop stars have to go through. It's been a year now since we lost Kim Jonghyun. The news of his suicide at the age of 27 shook the entire world, and his death note left the world and fans heartbroken. The pressure Jonghyun was under and the depression he had to battle with was evident all over his note. We could not help but wish there was someone there who would actually ask him what was wrong or even get him to some special treatment. Someone close to him who would even care. And in his note, he wrote, "I was broken from the inside. The depression slowly chipped me away, finally devouring me. I wanted someone to notice, but no one knew. I never got the chance to learn how to change dull pain into pure joy. Why can't I even end my life with my own will? I was in pain because of me. It's my fault that I carry so many imperfections." After the full note was released by Jonghyun's close friends, one more time the industry and labels came under fire for all the pressure they put on their artists. The dorm living lifestyle, the pressure and the expectations the fans and the labels have from the artists, the no dating policy, the diet they have to follow, and so many other rules that are on a small part of what the stars need to go through and to sacrifice. A considerable number of artists are now quitting the industry for all the pressure. Crayon Pop's Soyul decided to end her career because of a panic disorder. Also, Oh My Girl's Jinny quit because of anorexia. And this is not only limited to girl groups. Winners Nam Tae-hyun left the band because of a psychological health issue. In one of his interviews, he talked about how he found it stressful that he was followed by a security guard and a manager even when he was resting, that it felt like a survival game, and all he worried about was coming up with catchy lyrics or an addictive hook that would fit the group's style. But no one is ever held accountable for the actions in the industry. All the big labels like SM, JYP, YG, and even Cube are now still doing what they've been doing before. Now, let's just say that the industry labels can hide the mental health issues, but they can sure not hide the physical ones. There are so many occasions that the stars were seen in horrible physical conditions on stage. And as you know, the non-stop live performances in K-pop is a vital part of the promotion of their work. Many of the stars actually fainted on stage as a result of fatigue and exhaustion, but the labels didn't do anything about it, just rushed them to the hospitals. Oh My Girl's Swung Hae ended up in an emergency room after fainting from hyperventilation syndrome. EXO's Lay fainted due to exhaustion just before boarding a plane at Incheon Airport. FX Crystal has fainted on stage so many times that there is a compilation made out of it. There is pretty much no personal time from the time the group makes its debut until they actually have their breakthrough. Even after that, the schedule gets much tighter because of the growing demands. They also have crazy diets that they have to follow. And it doesn't matter if it's a boy group or a girl group. Every star needs to be as close to perfection as possible, which is defined as being thin and beautiful. 21 Park Boom is a perfect example of the strangest diet, like the corn diet, a cabbage diet, and even a watermelon diet. Some of the stars go for only one meal per day, some only eat raw food, and the rest keep their calorie consumption to under 100 grams per day. With all that tight training schedule that they have and all the energy they burn, these diets put their health at risk, but they need to stay skinny to be considered appealing in the eyes of the public. And let's not even talk about the unwritten plastic surgery rule. All of this has to stem from somewhere, right? These contracts that these stars sign are known as slave contracts for a reason. It is said that these contracts are mostly for 7 to 15 years, saying that the person who signs them needs to stay with the group and under the label for as long as they're exactly told to. Another thing that in the contract is that they almost get nothing for their income. For instance, members of the group Stellar confessed that they had to split their meals because they were broke, and even the group AOA didn't receive any personal profits for 3 years after their debut. Yo, can you believe that there are even dating clauses behind these contracts as well? The reason behind it is that these stars need to seem accessible as possible to the fans so that they might actually think they have a chance at dating their idol. This means that the star's dating life should be non-existent or has to be very private, like Big Bang Taeyang, who was in a 2-year secret relationship with his now wife Min Hyo-rin. Coming public with the relationship is followed by consequences not only from the label but also from the fans. One side of the relationship will for sure receive many hate comments from the fans who feel betrayed delayed, like when Shiny Jonghyun and Shin Se-kyung were dating, or EXO Kai's, Blackpink's, Jennie, or the same case with Hyuna and E'Dawn. Violating these contracts is also followed by a great price that the stars have to pay, and a great example of that is TVXQ. When Jae-jung, Yo-chun, and Jun-soo decided to leave SM, claiming that their 13-year contract was just too much, the agency almost destroyed their career and made sure their future career was almost non-existent after their departure from SM. There are so many other dark secret stories about how horribly unfair the talented K-pop stars are being treated, but what we all hope for as fans is that one day they will be able to create music freely just like the rest of the artists all over the world. Let us know what you think about the world of K-pop in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one.